Hello, Mainators. I'm Terminator, and I'm back from hiatus. Yes, hiatus. I'm not dead. Because if I'm dead, then I would have made this. Then I would not make this video. Okay, good. Let's just This is you can see, it's tier list, which means that yes, I am reviewing I'm gonna calculate all the G1 Transformers characters from 84 to newer ones onward, which means you're gonna see a lot of this, but not all the time. Right now, this is my tier list for my favorite to least favorite characters from the 84 lineup, which includes the Autobots and the Decepticons. And I'm gonna show a little, and thanks to my editor, I'm gonna show a little clip on that character to establish what I like and what I don't like about this character. And also, oh wait, I forgot to put this. I'm also gonna display like their bio on the side too, so you because I'm also reading their bio to establish what I like and what I don't like about the character. So yeah, and I'm reading the bio through my phone, because this is the easiest way to do it. So first up, let's go with the first one, which is Rumble, or as you may call him, Frenzy. But I'm with the Fury, which just means Rumble is Frenzy is red, Rumble is blue. But which means that, well, despite the pictures say otherwise, because the original choice had Rumble be red and Frenzy be blue. But yeah, when I read, so it might be a little weird when I'm showing you Rumble's bio and his red. So keep that in mind. So yeah, first we go with Rumble. And I should probably have it like in a certain way. Anyway, so let's read the bio, and I'm gonna show it right now. Function: demolition. Motto: destroy what's below, and what's above will follow. Sorry, I'm kind of horrible at this. Rumble is your basic street punk, small but always acting tough, quick temper and mean disposition, follows Megatron orders eagerly, transmits imper lower frequency ground waves to create powerful earthquakes. His small size limits his physical strength, but his ability to shatter the ground makes him difficult to approach in a fight. Well, as you can see from the picture, he is red in his original toy, but is blue and purple in the cartoon. Should really just a well, he's okay. I mean, he's not technically the best one, and he could have been a lot better, but he does his job very well. And also, just the voices, just Frank Walker does some great voices, and yeah, he does a great job at Rumble. Next up, Soundwave superior, Autobots inferior. Yes, I can do his voice. Function: communication. Motto:
cries and screams are music to my ears.
that does not to my throat. It is said Soundwave can hear a fly Swin uses anything he hears for blackmail to advance his status. Despite what all other Decepticon sensors can detect, even lowest energy radar transmissions, able to read minds by monitoring electric brain impulses, acts as radio link for others, locates and identifies Autobots, then informs Decepticons, carries a concussion blaster gun, often targeted of retaliation by his comrades. Yeah, look, just some words I cannot read. Okay, but oh wait, I forgot to put Rumble in there. I forgot B. But Soundwave, I love Soundwave, especially that
cool voice.
just like, just so epic. So, A. Okay, let's move on. Next up is Frenzy. Function: warrior. Motto: show panic and surrender will bloom. Oh, that's actually a decent line. If Frenzy needed to breathe, war would be his oxygen. He knows no cause, only craves to spray fear and destruction. His effectives are appreciated by other Decepticons. His devotion to warfare makes him hard to deal with on a personal level. Can roll his drums to produce high-pitched grinding sound of 200 decibels. Disruptions and disrupt electric flow in opposite circuitry, which makes them malfunction. Physically weak, his manic attack can be countered with cool logic. Wait, cool logic? Cool logic. Like, seriously, like, zoom in at the cool logic. What is this? Like, I didn't see that one coming. Like, what? But anyway, as for his role, like, he didn't do much in, like, the show. And I don't know any notable roles he has done other than being with Rumble and arguing about telling along with Rumble that to Hook that Soundwave is not a charismatic, and I've seen that put that there, you know what I mean? And then he fucking does the scene, finds a way to shake the ground in Ice to Train, so they make Devastator D combine. But C. And you know what? Yeah, let's.
It's time for Megatron.
No, it's not Megatron. That's a horrible Megatron. And you know it. You have seen my Transformers the Vacation video. You know it's bad. If you say it's good, well then. Wow, then you like that kind of voice. Anyway, function: leader. I mean, we already know Megatron is the leader of the Decepticons, but anyway. Wait, gun. Motto: peace through tyranny. Still, I can do a good Galvatron, but not Megatron. That's kind of bizarre, right? Megatron combines brute strength, military cunning, ruthlessness, and terror. X aches to return to Cybertron to complete the Decepticon conquest, but only after destroying all Autobots on Earth. Plans to pursue all of Earth's resources. Incredible power and intelligence. Fire practical beam cannon can link up interdimensionally to a black hole and draw antimatter from it, which hasn't been used that often, for use as a weapon. No known weakness. He has no weakness. As for the character himself, like, he's amazing. Like, he is, like, now of course I would say that his IDW incarnation as the first IDW continuity Megatron is much better written, but this was before the whole idea, the whole let's make it the thing the way that it actually is, like, not a black and white issue, but it's all gray. Here he is just so really fun to watch, especially when he argues with Starscream, because I mean, it's really fun. And also Frank Walker, best Megatron. Like yes, I like David Cage's portrayal as much as Frank Walker, but Frank Walker just nails it. Like, I even tried to do it, but I can't. But he's pretty awesome. Like if you want awesome villain, then you go for Megatron. Yeah. So next up, next, it's time for Ravage. Function. Saboteur. Motto: today's Autobots are tomorrow's scrap metal. You know what? When I read these mottos, the more I think, damn, that's really good. Ravage operates best alone. A creature of the night. Craftiest of all Decepticons. I don't know what craftiest means. Adept at versing deadly new strategies. Remains all from others, but his Devs commander their respect can validate escape detection. Emits an electromagnetic emission. Shield has a soundless walk. Appears in sudden light or shadows. Carries 2 powerful heat-seeking missiles. Light sensitivity can be blinded. Like, in terms of this character, like, oh wait, I forgot Major. Yeah. Anyway, Ravage. He's kind of an interesting case because as we can see here, he has a personality, and in the comics he is shown directly based on the bio, but in the cartoon he's just an animal. Like he is just reacting like an animal. There's like only one point where he speaks, kinda. I'll probably have my brother show the clip right in this moment right here. But like, I don't know. Just, I mean, I do like the idea of a Jaguar, and also he's really good in IMW. Just, I'm just so sad sad for Soundwave. I mean, fuck you, Tarn, your I'll rip you into 2 pieces and kill you off, and then have Megatron feel bad about it. And also his last words were fucking sad. It's a good thing that Megatron didn't change back to what he was. But anyway, that was the old continuity. Now we're in a new continuity, and there he still talks. Good. Now so I'll probably put him along with Soundwave. So yeah. Yes, my favorite Seeker, Skywarp. He is my favorite Seeker, bar none. I just love that. Well, wait, before we get to my hype about this, let's just read the bio first. Skywarp, function, warrior, motto, strike when the enemy isn't looking. Skywarp is the sneakiest of all the Decepticons. Enjoys playing cruel pranks on fellow Decepticons and appearing out of nowhere to attack Autobots. Not too smart, would be useful without Megatron's supervision. Top speed of 1500 miles per hour, can instantly teleport up to 2.5 miles. Carries heat-seeking missiles and variable caliber machine guns. And fun fact, you know what's funny about this? His bio is the fact that it says that in terms of the tech specs, it says that his intelligence is 9, but according to the bio, he's not too smart. What? What? How does that make any sense? I mean, editor, put your opinion down here and what you think of this weird idea. Pinky. Also, I'll probably put a link to his channel because he has a channel, but he only makes 1 or 2 once. He only makes a video once, but maybe not. Anyway.
Megatron, my leader, we are alive again.
So, as you already see from the beginning, I love Skywarp. Like, not only do I like his color scheme, I mean, yes, he's just in terms of looks, he's a black, purple, silver, Starscream and Thundercracker, but I just love the idea of a Decepticon pulling pranks on the others, and also teleportation. That is extremely useful. And it's kind of also amazing that he's also voiced by Frank Walker. Like, it's just too sad that they didn't do that much with him. He's just there. Like, he doesn't have any notable roles, and also he only used his teleportation abilities 3 times. Like, what? I mean, but it's a good thing IDW did with him a little more. I mean, he joined G.I. Joe in that at one point in that continuity. That was cool. Anyway, as for where he ranks up, S. He's up there. He's just up there along with the others. Now, let's get to the next one. Oh, and finally, our first Autobot. Because right now we have only had it's been Decepticons for the most part right now. But anyway, Trailbreaker. Function, this defensive strategist, motto, an Autobot's as good as the fuel that he... Sorry, I'm reading the bio wrong. It's an Autobot's as good as the fuel in his tanks. Trailbreaker makes light of any situation, no matter how serious. Practical jokester and cheerleader, but considers himself a little a liability to Autobots since he consumes the most fuel, lacks self-esteem, and often asks to be left behind. Projects nearly impenetrable invisible force fields, which are not invisible in the cartoon. I mean, look at this picture. Can jam radio transmissions, very slow, often opposes about his handicaps, but his bravery and defensive powers is unquestioned. Like, okay, he's awesome and he's underrated. Also, his name is Trailbreaker, not Trail Cutter. Don't give him, don't say that. And wow, he had such a brutal ending in the IW comics. Like, I mean, he got torn to pieces by Kaon, and then he smashes his brain module in front of his friends. Like, holy, like, put the picture of that scene. Like, okay, I don't know who voiced him, but I think maybe it's but Jesus, he's really good. So B. But anyway, it's time for Thundercracker. Thundercracker, function, warrior. There's a lot of warriors here, but we know that. Motto: the deadliest weapon is terror. Appropriate. Thundercracker is contemptuous of anything that cannot fly. Not totally convinced of the Decepticon cause, but their pursued him to continue battling the Autobots. Not the Decepticons. What the? No, he's not fighting himself. His own friends, comrades. I mean, the Autobots flies at speeds up to 1,500 miles per hour, just like Skyward. Produces controlled. Deafening sonic booms can be heard from 200 miles, equipped with powerful drone rockets and incredibly guns. Doubts about his cause sometimes impress his effectiveness. It's kind of hard reading some of those bios. And weird about him, in his one, it says that he's not that, like, here's the opposite. Like, he sounds like one that's a little smarter, but apparently not. Anyway, Thundercracker, like, just like Skywarp, he had so much potential. I mean, a doubting Decepticon, that just screams potential. And what do they do with him? Nothing. They don't have any moment where he doubts himself in the cartoon nor in the Marvel comics. He, just like Skyward, he just didn't have any significant roles, and he was just sort of there. There was only like one scene where he doubted his own cause, which was Fire in the Mountain, where he has an short-lived argument with Starscream and was like, maybe I should let Skyfire destroy Megatron's new creation. IDW made him so much better. Like, also he has a dog in the first continuity, which was so adorable. And also speaking of that, I have watched War for Cybertron Siege, and you know what they did with Skyward and Thundercracker? They did just like the cartoon. Nothing. Like the only scene I remember Thundercracker being was that one scene where Jetfire, Starscream, and some other Seekers along with Thundercracker were surrounding Bumblebee and Wheeljack, and he scanned both of them. And you saw Thundercracker scan both of them. Skywarp, he apparently got shot by Jetfire, and then he was apparently murdered by Jetfire. No, you Starscream. Like, it could have been easily been just Red Wing. Like, it would have been it would have been just better. But you know what? Of course, we're talking about the characters overall. We're not just gonna talk about his cartoon and Marvel in cartoon. The only, like, G1, which also includes the IDW G1 continuity and Dreamwave. I don't know what they did in Dreamwave because I haven't read Dreamwave comics. Yeah, finally a new. Now it's Ironhide, one of my favorites. Now, of course, if you're gonna now when you see the bio picture, yes, you're probably gonna think, wait, that's him? Doesn't he looks fucking stupid? Well, that's because, well, first that's how the toy looked like. Here's a picture of the toy, and here's a picture of which side of, oh yeah, I'm on this side right here. Anyway, and here's the picture of his toy and his cartoon model. You can see they're very different. That's because Flora Dairy decided, you know what, let's change some characters a bit, and you can clearly see that with Ironhide and some others. But anyway, bio time. So the bio, Pinky, function, high tech, function, security, motto, high tech circuits is no replacement for guts. Yes, I just love doing that. Go true on a microchip is Ironhide's slogan. Prefers action to words. Oldest, toughest, most battle-tasted Autobot. Bodyguard to Optimus Prime, in charge of guarding anything of impetus. Gruff but kind. Trifelium steel skin makes him nearly invulnerable to attacks. Shoots wild of liquids from super cold nitrogen to superheated lead. Has sonar, radar, radio wave detector. Slowest and most fragile of the group. Well, I really love this character. Like, first of all, the name, perfect. And fun fact, he got the name after a detective named Ironside. That's all I know about Ironside. I haven't heard anything about Ironside. But anyway, the voice, well, I love it. I mean, it's Peter Cullen, the same guy who voices the next guy we're gonna talk about. And, like, he's one of those characters where I really want to learn how to do that awesome voice, like, so I can be like, I wanna kick some butt, Prime, leaking lubricant. I mean, you can already see me doing it already, but anyway, like, he's one of my favorites. I like him. S. Next up. I mean, do we even have to say it? It's Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Peter Cullen is the most iconic Transformers character. He's even in the Thanksgiving parade and all other stuff. We know that he's the largest, strongest, and wisest of all the Autobots. We all know about him. I mean, we know about his origins, like started as Orion Pax and then becoming out to gets rebuilt by Alpha Trion along with his girlfriend for an Ariel to become Optimus Prime. With her girlfriend becoming a new one, but and some other stuff. He's just amazing. And also, no, I do not like his new voice actor in War for Cybertron Siege and Cyberverse and the Cyberverse cartoon, and I also am pissed about the whole Bumblebee situation. If you don't know, here's a clip of what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm still mad about that. But anyway, yeah, he's up there. He's definitely up there with like the likes of Megatron and such. So now, next up. Alright then. Next up is Red Bumblebee. I mean Cliff Jumper. Like seriously, stop having Cliff Jumper be just a repainted Bumblebee. It's not Bumblebee. Look at him. Anyway, function, warrior, motto, strike fast, strike first, strike fast, strike hard. Let me at him is Cliff Jumper's motto. His eagerness and daring have no equal. He's driven by a desire to win the battle against the Decepticons. Finds Earth terrain and hindrance. One of the fastest Autobots often used his speed to draw fire away from others. Shoots glass gas, which makes metal as brittle as glass. His recklessness often leads to into actual blowouts and situations too dangerous for him to handle. You know what? Here's a fun fact. In terms of me, I actually kind of relate to Cliff Jumper. Like he's so eager for action that he just rushes into battle and sometimes leads him into a situation that's a bit over his head. That's like me. I often run when I play games like first-person shooters, whatnot. My instinct is not to take cover and such. No, my instinct for the most part is just to kill just attack all enemies with the force of running and whatnot, which leads me to die a lot in games. So you're probably gonna see that a lot sometimes, but oh my god, I just really love this character. No, he's not a Red Bumblebee. I mean, he's a Porsche 924 Turbo, and also I remember this guy a lot, especially his infamous scene. I'm gonna put this clip here, which was the infamous "I got Megatron dead center in my viewfinder." I just love that scene. Like, it's so cool. Like, boom, he's up there. Yeah, I know A sounds kind of weird, but just, my god, I just like this character a lot. It's time to bust some saw. Okay, that was a horrible joke. Please put that. Anyway, Buzzsaw. Soundwave's original packing toys until it was replaced by Laserbeak because of the cartoon. Ha! Suck it, Buzzsaw. Laserbeak is better, and you're probably gonna find out why at one point. But anyway, function. Spy. Motto: my bite is worse than my beak. What the hell was? Forget it. Civil and but his yet very cruel and destructive. Approaches his lethal tactics like a fine artist. Each deadly mission is like working on a new masterpiece. Can pinpoint and photograph a thumbtack from 20 miles away. Flies at 250 miles per hour. Carries twin-mounted cannons. Diamond hard micro-shaped beak can carve up almost any opponent. Due to large ego, will often slug rather than process if his plans go astray. I don't know what that means, but but just like Ravage and just like another one, Laserbeak, and pardon, Laserbeak. He saw Laserbeak. He just acted like an animal in the cartoon. He didn't do that in the comics. And then at one point they just decided, just like with Laserbeak and Rabbit, they was like, well, let's cut the voice out and just have them be like the cartoon, which to me was pretty lame. Like, and as with IW, I haven't read every single IW comic one. I have read some, but now of course most of the time I just listen to the comic dubs of the issues of More Than Meets the Eye and so whatnot. But like for what I know him, I just didn't find him very interesting in the cartoon because from what I know of him. But yeah, also first time I put a character on the list that's on the D rank. Wow. Next up, Brawn. Function, demolition, might over microchips. I have to say that has to be the weakest model I've seen. I mean, you can already see the bio and then you can judge for yourself. Anyway, Brawn, Earth is especially too hostile. Is definitely a hostile environment, and he loves it. Strong, rugged, elegantly the most micro of all Autobots. Delights in challenge. Sorry for those not as tough as himself. Second strongest Autobot, can lift 90,000 pounds and knocking down a small building with one punch. High resistance to ultralight fire. Vulture attacks by electromagnetic waves. Well, first of all, his power is kind of a little incorrect. I mean, they should have checked for something in his shoulder, if you know what I mean. If you have seen the movie, you know what I mean. But to rest assured, he's decent. I mean, his noble role was to take Megatron's fusion cannon. I mean, that was kind of cool. But anyway, next. Oh no! Oh no! It's time to talk about the character that just keeps showing up and keeps getting all the attention. Stop getting all the attention, Bumblebee. You. Sorry. Let's just now which we can show. And yes, he has a face mat. He looks fucking ridiculous. But get it. Let's just talk about him. Function, espionage. The motto, the least likely can be the most dangerous. No, I cannot do his voice. I will not do it. Small, eager, and brave. Bumblebee acts as messenger and spy. Due to his small size, he dares to go where others can't and won't. He idolizes the bigger bots, especially after his prime and Prowl. Why Prowl? And strives to be accepted. He is the most energy efficient and has the best vision of all the Autobots. He can go underwater for reconnaissance and salvage missions. Although physically the weakest Autobot, his stealth more than compares for this inequality. What the hell it is in at the end says. I mean, we know him. We love him. It's Bumblebee. I mean, my brother likes this character, and he's indifferent to Transformers. But yeah, he's amazing. So yeah, yes, it's Mirage. He is like, oh my god. Anyway, function, spy, motto, who and what am I? I hide from the enemy. Mirage is not thrilled about being an Autobot freedom fighter. Prefers hunting turbo foxes on Cybertron with his high-priced friends. Effective fighter, more effective intelligence. Gather Electro Disruptor can cast illusions, altering his physical placement and appearance for up to 6 minutes. Except expert marksman with armor-piercing rocket dart hunting rifle. Unsure of the Autobot cost, can't be fully trusted. I just started to, like, at one point I was like, I like him, but not that much. But nowadays I just really love this character. He's the first character. He's the first G1 toy I have so far. Like, look at this. A G1. This is an authentic G1 Mirage. And I didn't have to pay super marketed for him. Like, he was like in my country it's 2 DKs. And here, and of course, which translates to something that's not super expensive over in America, which is just amazing. And like seriously, now of course he's not in his best shape. Like this thing is floppy, but and he does is missing some of his his accessories, like his launcher and his gun. But just look at this, like look at this. Like, this was the biggest found I've ever found. Like, I just love this guy. So because of this, and I didn't rewatch the episode Trader because of this toy. Like, and I just love this the episode. Like, and as you can see, his feet are not there, but get it. I love him. He's really out there, along with Cliff Jumper. So boom, Cliff Jumper and Mirage. Also like their pairing, by the way. I mean, in the same area Mirage patrolled yesterday. Impossible! I rigged the weary open for sure. Maybe you did, but decided to keep it quiet. I'm still waiting for because I've just ordered a Cliff Jumper toy, the Earthrise one. I'll show a picture. The first time I tried to buy it was through Amazon. The same moment I bought another figure, but it didn't come, and I got the refund, so I need to buy it from another place. But anyway, let's go to the next one. Ah, wouldn't you know it? Every time I get set to loot my cable relay, something happens. That's a line from Gears. Let's read this. Gears function: transport, reconnaissance. Motto: Nobody wins a war. Somebody loses. I don't know if that's like, I don't exactly remember if that's like, forget it. Gears is antisocial. Kind of like me. Just kidding. A self-proclaimed misfit finds fault in everything and everyone. Acts this way to help cheer others up as they try to cheer him up. Formidable strength, and endurance. Toss heavy loads at long distances. Launches two height of 20 miles. Floats down on compression air. Becomes an easy target due to limited maneuverability. Can detect infrared. Like Mr. Grumpy Sunshine. Like I like this. I like the episode starring him, which was Changing Gears. That was a really good episode, but he didn't do that much. All he did was being Mr. I picked up a radio signal on Megatron. I bet he hasn't done that much, but he's decent. He's decent. He's an okay character. Yes, we're all ready to do something fucking great. Now let's talk about Wheeljack. Function: mechanical engineer. Motto: never do what your enemy expects you to do. Wheeljack is the mad scientist of the Autobots, always inventing new weapons and gadgets. Most apart at driving while in car mode. Likes to show off his stunts, which doesn't have. Flying range of 800 miles using soil fuel rockets in arms. Shoots magnetic industrial shrapnel needle and gyro inhibitor shells from his shoulder cannons. He is his own worst enemy, often injured while experimenting with new weapons. Wheeljack is my favorite Transformers character, period. I love his design, I love his character, I really like the scientist angle there. His car mode that's an awesome car mode. His voice by Chris Latta was really good, which is the Brooke Lancet, which
I saw this once when I linked my data bank to an Earth television transmission. I think it was called King Kong. And Devastator reminds me of that big baboon.
How I do my Wheeljack, I have made this new invention, the paralyzing immobilizer. I would like you to meet it, or something like that. I'm still trying to learn the voice, though. It's one of those voices of the cast where I'm still learning. There are some that I don't need to learn, but seriously, I even like him so much that I even give me a sec. He's even my first Earthrise toy. He was the one I bought alongside Cliffjumper. And believe it or not, he came first. I thought Wheeljack was gonna come first, but nope. I got Wheeljack. Although I would say that here's the thing. Here's an advice. If you're a European and want to buy a transport speakers, don't buy it off of Amazon. Why? Well, first of all, as you can see from here, he's missing a wheel. And second of all, his fins are fucking incorrectly. Usually on the figure there has to be a right and left, right? But look at this. Both of these fins are right. So my idea is to buy the upgrade kit that has the spoiler and accurate fins. Like, you don't have to fold down the spoiler and have it be like fold the spoiler anymore. But all in all, just actually love this figure, despite the flaws I have with my specific copy of the figure. But just love him, and just love this character. Like, so yeah, favorite character, he's up there. He is there on the S rank. Best, like, favorite G1 character. In this case, favorite Transformers character, period. And my favorite Autobot from the 84 lineup. Anyway, let's get to the next Autobot, because next up is Hound. Hound, or however you pronounce his name. It's Hound. Function, Scout. Motto, observe everything, remember even more. Hound loves the natural wonders of Earth. Prefers it to Cybertron. Brave, fearless, loyal. Secretly desired to be human. That's actually neat. Uses turret gun as radar scope. Infrared radiation collector. Tracks machines as well as humans. Hologram gun projects three-dimensional grid laser like for the gravel maps, which he's not depicted like that in the cartoon. He's depicted to create vast things like a base, a fake Megatron, and whatnot. That was really awesome. Vulnerable to thermal and electronic intervention. Like Hound, just like with Wheeljack and so Wheeljack, Ironhide, and Optimus Prime himself, and of course Megatron and some other characters you can see. He was like one of the ones I've seen the most of, because the first, like when I was a kid, the only Trans G1 cartoon episodes I've watched was the pilot miniseries More Than Meets the Eye, where he had his biggest role. So I have gravitated to this character, and I kind of find it shame. Like, really, he didn't have that much spotlight later on after the. That's just so lame. That's just why. Like, you could have given him some more, but no, apparently not. So yeah, he's cool. I'll put him on an A. So yeah, let's get to the next one. Blue Streak speeds by. Blue Streak. No, I'm not gonna. That doesn't work that much. That doesn't work. I was trying to do a parody of Sonic, the Sonic Saturday song, because Blue Streak. His name's Blue Streak. Blue Streak. Function, Gunner. Motto: I'd never met a Decepticon I didn't dislike. Makes perfect sense. Blue Streak often talks incessively and intently lights the situation of all Autobots with his good-natured manner. Despite formidable weaponry and blazing speed, he hates war. Haunted by memory of Decepticons destroying his home city, fires bombs up to 8.3 miles and lightning like 80,000 volt beam up to 12 miles of limit accessory, often inhibited by his this strain of combat. I mean, I like him. Also, don't like the fact that he's often forgot about. But also like his design. No I don't like the colors of his G1 toy because I just like the animation model way more. Like the black roof, it just fits him so well. Like, don't give him that stupid just all gray thing. That's just doesn't work for me. So yeah, he's cool. Put him on a beat. Let's huff. Let's huff for Huffer. That Huffer. Oh my god, that says dumb. Function: construction engineer. Motto: Mulcree's station is the key to success. I don't know what the first thing is. Huffer is certainly hard-boiled and pessimistic. A pessimistic bot. Oh no. God damn it. He looks at the world through slug-colored wind shields. But will complain it can't be built, then builds it anyway. That's kind of dumb. Not too sociable, but absolutely reliable arm sensors can test material for strength, heat resistance, etc. Extremely strong, superior mathematical and durability, is often unhappy and homesick for Cybertron. He's okay. He's okay. Like, I just don't like. I just like don't like the appeal of being a pessimist. Like, then again, I'm an optimist, but it's better than being a pessimist. Hey, Jails! Do you like jails? Just like that line so much. Anyway. But yeah, Jazz. Function. Special Operations Agent. Motto: do it with style, or don't bother doing it. I can't do that voice. Jazz loves Earth's culture, always looking to learn more. His knowledge of Earth makes him the inseparable right-hand man of Optimus Prime. Takes most transmissions. Very cool, very stylish, very content, equipped with compassion, equipped with photon rifle, flamethrower, full spectrum beacon, 180 decimals, 180 decimals, versatile, clever, daring, but prone to be distracted. I mean, I also love Jazz. He deserves, like I also remember Jazz, like, naming the characters, and also Scatman Crothers back in his heyday, just back, but like, he was amazing as Jazz. Like, I just really love that voice. Like, man, if I can like just put a clip on the voice, like the one I tried to do right there. Bam, just boom, and S. Boom. Well, we are almost at the end of the Decepticons because we only have 2 left, and this is one of them. Laserbeak. Although it's kind of funny, there's only like 7 Decepticons, whatnot, but there's a lot of them in the cartoon because they just made. And also, if you're asking, yes, I forgot to add Reflector into the mix, but the thing was with him was that I thought, I cannot read his. First of all, I have to find his bio, and second of all, he, like the moment we got his toy was 86, so I'm gonna wait until like we get to the 86 lineup, because there I will talk about him. But right now, it's the 84 ones, and I'm talking about when the toy was released. That is. Which means also we cannot put taller in there either, despite him appearing in 84. Don't worry, I will talk about my favorite obscure characters at one point, but right now, sorry, let's go with Laserbeak. Laserbeak function, interrogation, function interrogation. Model. The only point I like in Autobots, melting point. No, just not that good. Not that good. He's my least favorite Decepticon motto. Laserbeak takes pleasure in hunting his prey. Usually the startling survivor of a battle, noticeability no brave, will run for safety if treated flies at speeds up to 250 miles per hour, just like Buzzsaw uses two targetability laser cannons with extreme precision to get information from captives. Short target of ruby crystal that powers that the laser can panic his system on into shutting down. Like, I also remember Laserbeak. He's the one, just like with Hound, Ironhide, Wheeljack, Optimus Prime, Soundwave, and so forth. He was the one I remember the most, which is why I like him more than Buzzsaw, because I remember him a lot more. I just really like his. Also, he is Soundwave's the go-to Soundwave's spy of choice, until he was replaced by Ratbat of all things. Well, but that was a cartoon, and they were just animals, which their like Ratbat was kind of lame. I heard he was really good in Marvel Comics. I'm gonna explain that when we get to the 86 lineup. But anyway, so yeah, he's cool, amazing. He's my overall favorite Gazelle, along with Ravage. So boom, boom, boom. All right, let's talk about the guy who infamously most people don't like when it comes to the IDW comics. Some people don't like this guy in IDW comics, but you know what? I kind of enjoy this guy in IDW comics. So yes, Prowl. Function, military strategist. Motto, logic is the ultimate weapon. Prowl will keep at a task for as long as it takes. Strives to find reason and logic in everything. You can't always find the reason and logic in everything, but regardless, a listener, not a talker, has most subjugated logic. I don't know how to pronounce that. Center of all Autobots, able to analyze and advise on complex combat strategy, almost instantaneously fires range guarded incredible missiles and high acid pellets. The unexpected can often scramble his circuits. I just like, okay, first of all, his IDW comic iteration is not that bad. Yes, we kind of hate it, but then again, we also hate Getaway. He was so horrible. He's deserved what he deserved. But probably just trying. I mean, look what has happened to him in IW comics. Like, it's so like boom. I mean, yes, we also kind of see that in a little bit of a hint of that in the reboot, IW content, which so far I've read almost every issue of that, and I fucking love it, especially the newest one that just came out. Oh my god, that ending. But yeah, Prowl, he gets a B for effort. Wait, that doesn't make that, but let's get to the next one. Ratchet. Function, medic. Motto, you break it, I'll remake it. That's awesome. That's a good motto. He probably is my favorite motto next to cliffjumper in terms of the Autobot models. One of them, but not the favorite. My favorite will come later. In terms of the Autobot models, Ratchet was the most tool and die man on Cybertron. In his work bay on Earth, he can make anything from a pin to a missile, repairs injured Autobots given the right parts, likes to party, give back talk, but does any job as well as anyone. Has laser scrambles, arc, visual electronic, microscope, circuit sensors, fuel dispenser at his disposal. Sometimes his having a good time interferes with his effectiveness. We don't see him being a course party animal in the comics or cartoon, but I mean, sadly though, he didn't, just like with Prowl, he didn't do anything that much in cartoon. I forgot to mention that with Prowl, he didn't do much in cartoon, but he did a lot in Marvel Comics. Especially with Prowl in the UK. I like this guy design. It's kind of a shame that nowadays he can't have the red cross on his arms, on his arms because reasons. But yeah, he's cool. So let's go into the next one. And now we come to the Autobot with my favorite Autobot bio motto: Sideswipe. Function: warrior. Motto: I don't break rules, I bend them. A lot. Sideswipe is nearly the equal to his twin brother Sunstreaker, which will be later after a certain other one. In the combat art, but less cold-blooded, rationalizes a fight to the finish with an opponent, uses underhanded tactics when absolutely necessary. Arms act as powerful pile drivers, flies up to 2 minutes with rocket backpack, fire flares invisible for 18 minutes. Rash actions often led to injuries to himself. Takes them all in stride. Like, okay, he's just like with some other characters, he's just there, but he has noble moments, and also that moment is really good. Also, fun story about Sideswipe's and Blue Streak's toy. Originally, Sideswipe was gonna be totalized in it was originally gonna be like Sunstreaker's toy was originally gonna be red as Sideswipe, and Sunstreaker was originally gonna be a yellow, yellow and be Sideswipe's toy, but it's just switched. But then they decide to release it be like, you know what, let's repaint them, have Sideswipe being the red normal Lamborghini and Sunstreaker being the Lamborghini with the huge engines. So, and also the bio was swapped. So, yeah. But seeing how I just like him as well, yes, there's a lot of B and A's. You can see I just don't hate all of them. I don't hate them. They're just some a little better than the others, okay? Next up.
Oh, yes. Yes! This is even better! Now it's time for Starscream!
Yes. Oh, yes. Let's bio time for
Starscream! Motto time!
He has the best motto, by the way. Starscream: function, Air Commander. Motto:
Conquest is made of the ashes of one's enemies!
just love that motto. It fits him so well. Seek to replace Megatron as leader. ruthless, cold-blooded, cruel, considered himself the most sophisticated and handsome of the Decepticons. Handsome. Believes Decepticons should rely more on glide and speed rather than brute force to defeat Autobots. Faster flyer of the group can reach Mach 2.8 and an altitude of 52 miles, shoots cluster bombs and null ray which disrupts flow of electricity. Very good at what he does, but sometimes overrates himself. As you can see from the fact that I can do his voice and whatnot, I just love Starscream. Not just for how he's portrayed, but for how pathetic he is. Like, he just tries constantly to...
I'm from Megatron, but come on, I never get to seem to get it right. Come on, I just want to be the leader of the Decepticons.
And his voice is just amazing too. Like, that's why I'm doing that voice and not Michael Bay's version, which I cannot even do. Like,
it's okay, but you'll do better next time. Let's just hope that we'll get much better.
So yeah, along with Wheeljack, he's my favorite Decepticon, period. Just like Wheeljack is my favorite Autobot character. Autobot, period, aka my favorite Transformers character, period. He's my second favorite Transformers character, period. But anyway, let's get to the last two. I only need 2 more. When we're done with them, they're gonna wish they'd never been assembled. Okay, let's just go with Sunstreaker's brother, Sunstreaker. Function Warrior motto: they can't beat the best. Well, too bad you're not the best, Sunstreaker. The complete eagerest Sunstreaker thinks he's the most beautiful thing on Earth. Loves his sleek, stylish comparison of others Autobots race cars. Contemptuous of other Autobot race cars, especially his twin Sideswipe. Flies laser-guided ground-to-air rockets and high energy electron pulses at 300 bursts per seconds. Through tough preliminary steel skin, resist agility, not a team player, can be bedded into dangerous situations, but he's very calm, competent, and ruthless war machine. He's good for what he is, but he's not the best. Like, he's really good in IW comics. So I really tell you that, but I just like him just as much as brother. So yeah. So I can finally almost end this video with the last one. Wind Charger. Function Warrior. Motto: quick action equals quick victory. Wind Charger is the fastest Autobot. Overshot distractions. Good in situations requiring fast diversions action. Enthusiast. I just can't say that word. I don't know why. But impatient, short attention span, cast powerful magnetic field which can attract or repel large metal objects, smashes them at close distances. These abilities can use up to energy, often burns himself out due to carelessness. So yeah, so this is my full list. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video on the whole my favorite all about the Decepticons are and what my favorite characters on the 8-4 lineup all is. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this video, and I hope you'll like the new videos I will make in the future. So that's all I'm gonna say. So thanks for watching. I'm on Twitter, and I'll see you next time. See ya.